Adam Carolla returns to New York City. Thursday, October 9th at Rodney Dangerfield's Comedy Club with Kat Timpf and Matt Friend. 2 shows, October 9th. And then don't miss the Ace Man in Pottstown, Pennsylvania on Friday, October 10th and Saturday, October 11th at Soul Joel's. Adam returns to Flappers in Burbank on October 29th. Get tickets for these and every show at adamcarolla.com. Totally buzzed about the Super Bowl halftime announcement, he's a huge Bad Bunny fan. Adam Carolla.
Yeah, get it on. Got to get on the judge. Get it on.
Did everybody hear that groan that you gave about the halftime show?
Well,
I lost a bet, by the way. I did not bet Bad Bunny. Did you have any guesses?
I had BTO. What's the band I chose? Bachman Turner Overdrive. Everybody. You know, I was in a appliance store. And it was like a Saturday, last Saturday, and high-end place, like the kind of place you'd see a $13,000 refrigerator, like place where Nancy Pelosi
like
gets
a nice
her
true one with the clear glass and
Let me finish my But yes. I place where you do what Drew does. That's what Drew does. I go, like a place where Nancy, like a something clear. But that's all right. Drew's the best at that. You'll only be second best.
And you still keep having us back.
Yes, the kind of refrigerator Nancy Pelosi would have is there. And yes, the glass, cool.
So you can see her Haagen-Dazs ice cream.
You can see all the chocolate, all the high-end imported chocolate ice cream. So, and again, it's like, it's insane because you could spend $11,000 on an oven, and I was like, my house was $11,000. My mom would buy a car for like $600, like when I was a kid, you know. And it's just a bunch of rich white people kind of tooling around looking at Sub-Zero and Wolf and Gaggenau. But they have a little like patio section, and it was like an outdoor, hey, speakers and a rock, you know, whatever. And it's turned up, and it's just rap. And rap's like, fuck the police, fuck this, fuck that, bitch, I'll backhand you, bitch. And it's like, it's just a bunch of middle-aged white people. And I thought, why is the default setting always like the young things, like the young? I don't know. Does everyone want to hear the young shit all the time?
But I don't know that if it's like millennial or older white people, I'm just presuming in LA, in a place with money, they are the ones that grew up on like NWA and Eminem. I get it. That young music isn't like for young people anymore.
Now everyone's in their 50s, and it's a Saturday, and we're looking at Sub-Zeros, and
maybe we should have some Bach.
I don't, a little jazz or something. There's nothing wrong with jazz. Like, jazz is good, and it's universally good. Like, good, not progressive, whatever, just jazz. Just as you knew it, good jazz. And here's what I'm saying. No objection. You're not going to offend anybody. And also, I don't need to get my party on at the appliance store in Reseda. I can just look around.
So are you saying that you wish instead of Bad Bunny for the Super Bowl halftime show that it would just be like a...
Al Di Meola. I don't know.
Shirley Ellis.
No, what I'm saying is why is a rock group off the table? It's been something other than rock for 11 years. I'm saying let's just switch it up a little bit.
My money was like on Morgan Wallen or Post Malone. My 12-year-old was rooting for Taylor Swift. She was like, she had a whole theory about like, well, she has to do it before she marries Travis Kelce, and then they're gonna have babies and she's gonna settle down.
And also, I don't know. Here's another thing. And look, maybe I'm getting over my skis here, but the Super Bowl has a flyover for a reason, because it's fucking America. You know, it's America. You know, like, we do a flyover because that's what we're doing. Like, that's we're flexing. And then the halftime entertainment starts off by making some sort of shitty statement about America. Like, what? How would that? Why do we do that? Why don't we just take the most American and roll it right into the halftime? Why do we have to, you can watch the J-Lo doc. It's the best. The J-Lo doc happened to chronicle her while she was going to do the halftime show. And her greatest concern during the halftime show, because Trump was president at the time, is she needed to highlight kids in cages at the border.
Oh.
So what I'm saying is we start the proceedings
with God Bless America.
With God Bless America
National
and a flyover
anthem,
from an F-18, and then we get the Hispanic bitch to come bag on us and fucking settle our hash at halftime. Why are we doing that? And by the way, they would never put up with that. If there's some big lesbian concert or something, they would go, well, let's get Adam Carolla to talk a little sense into him in the middle.
Right.
They would never dream of that.
They would never ask Lee Greenwood to come
let's
sing.
get Toby Keith's son out here and Lee Greenwood to no, they go, no, more lesbians.
You know, it's funny. I never really thought of this, but if you're correct, and I think you are, then they've just eliminated the chance for the flyby and the God Bless America by just announcing that someone who doesn't speak English or perform in English is going to.
No, they'll still have that. He's always at the top.
No, I know. But what I'm saying, it's the preemptive strike on that. We're throwing Bad Bunny at you right now.
I mean, Bad Bunny is a good artist and he's very popular.
Yeah, but
I guess I was surprised because he skews younger, and I thought that they were going for like a 40+ family audience. I don't know.
I switch it up. That's all I'm saying. And
Kenny G doing a Chuck Mangione tribute.
You know, it's so funny as I was listening to Chuck Mangione on the way to look at appliances with the other white people.
That's proper appliance music.
That should have been pumped in. I was listening to that song, Feels So Good, or the album, whatever. And it's like Chuck, 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 and his flugelhorn. The guy's doing the heavy lifting on the song. It's the guy playing the jazz guitar.
Oh, yeah.
He's going he's the guy. Chuck's kind of putting away. You know, he does a nice little da 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 da. Here's what I'm saying. In that song, I could find anybody in any ninth grade orchestra that was first chair in the trumpet department, and I could teach him Chuck's part.
Yep.
The jazz guitar part, that's 20 years in the making.
That's a different skill.
That guy did a lot more work than Chuck,
true.
And had a great riff and never got any credit for it.
Although, like the last 10-ish years.
Yeah, we can't
good
clear
elevator.
this, though.
I know. I was your dad plays.
Oh, my dad.
That was like good elevator music vibes.
That's my dad. Yeah. Did you have... Who played the guitar in that song? I wonder if it's anybody we've ever heard of.
Like if it was a studio musician?
No,
or
like
if it was like a famous person?
Yeah, like the guy from Toto played in the Michael Jackson stuff. You know, Slash played in the, I don't know, another Michael Jackson song or something like that. Yeah, they'd get, I mean.
Eddie Van Halen.
Eddie Van Halen, sorry. Yeah, not Slash. If the guy's a good guitarist, he's a good guitarist, and then they'll just sit in and play on a...
Do you know Stevie Ray Vaughan played on David Bowie's Modern Love?
Oh, yeah,
really?
I heard
record.
that. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, it happens all the time. So you kind of wonder, I wonder who that guy was, or maybe he's just in his band. But look, here's the thing. Bad Bunny is like in Puerto Rico right now and not coming back from Puerto Rico because of Trump or something.
Oh, that's disappointing.
He's got some Trump issues.
But he'll come here to make a shit ton of money at the most American game of the whole year.
And I don't think they make a shit ton of money, but I think...
Yeah, they do. Everything, like all of the promo and stuff around it, like the ROI, even if the check for the actual performance isn't awesome, like everything surrounding it, you know they're making, like the marketing opportunities, the branding opportunities, all of the eyeballs that like then go to Spotify and download their music. Rihanna, like when she did it. And
I'm saying they don't make a shit. They don't.
Yeah.
You didn't let me finish what I said. But of course, I understand it helps the brand. Yes, they don't get paid a lot, but they get all the promotion. Yes, sorry.
A guitar player for Chuck Mangione, a session man named Grant Geisman.
And that's it.
He played on themes for Family Affair, Boy Meets World, Touched by an Angel, Dawson's Creek.
Dawson's Creek. All right, here's J-Lo. I put this together at the time because J-Lo, her entire raison d'etre was to raise awareness of kids in cages at the halftime, which again, the flyover of the F-18s is like, that's America. Yeah. And then this bitch in Kids in Cages is anti-America.
Surprised she didn't haul AOC fake crying out there.
But she was very upset about it. So,
The cages.
kids.
The image of the cages for me, like I couldn't believe what I was watching. There's just certain things as a human being you don't.
Certain things you don't do.
Hard drive.
Oh, hard drive. All right. I like the sad music. She's so upset
What
about
is my
that.
message?
All she did was shake her ass.
This is a dark subject matter, but if we can get the message across in a beautiful way, where it's soft and it can be received, then maybe more people get the message.
By the way, I haven't heard her say shit about kids in cages.
I'm trying to give
Is she
you
done with
something
this?
substance. Not just us out there shaking our fucking asses and fucking belly dancing. I want something real.
I put this together.
This is
All she
about
did was
human
shake her
rights.
ass.
I'm facing the biggest crossroads of my life. But to take out the cages and sacrifice what I believe in would be like never being there at all.
It's a great metaphor for all celebrities, which is you talk about kids in cages, then you just shake your fucking coolie, get paid, and go home. And by the way, no more talk about kids in cages. She seems to be off this subject now.
Ironically, a decade ago, she had women dancing in cages
Yeah.
on
I
her
know.
stage show, probably.
I didn't even recognize the correlation. Like, if it's not an obvious political statement, is it a failed political statement, whether
Yes.
it's left, right, or center?
Well, the problem is people go, they go like it'd be me like going, listen, I want to wear an NRA clip on my lapel when I go out at Lilith Fair and make my stage announcement. And then they'd go, we don't want you wearing your NRA clip on your lapel. What if we just did like an R and an A, but not the NRA? And I'd go, well, all right, better than no. And then you get something confusing, and then like, what is he for? So yeah, she wanted kids in cages, and the NFL went, we're not going to put the kids in the cages. She went, well, what if we just want like a couple of hoops? Okay.
That matched my sparkly ass cheeks.
Yeah, we bedazzled them. And then, they would match the thong that's going up my ass when I shake it with Shakira, because I'm shaking my ass for kids in cages. And then later on, Trump got out, and then Biden showed up, and then there was more kids in cages, or Obama invented kids in cages, and she didn't seem to care.
And more deportations.
Right. So she didn't, I don't know, she's off of kids in cages. But if anyone knows J-Lo, they should ask her. You seem very obsessed with kids in cages for a long period of time.
So
and
do you
now,
think that Benny is going to do, like, is he going to do something similar?
well, is Bad Bunny in Puerto Rico now because,
Of Trump.
yeah, he made some sort of statement and went there.
How did you say his name, Alicia?
I just said Benny because I had Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco
okay.
in my head because they got
I've-
married this week.
Okay.
Bad Benny.
Bad Bunny. But it's Bad Bunny.
All right.
Who, John Hamm apparently likes to go shake it at his like house when he does like the house parties. He has like this VIP area, and John Hamm has been spotted there dancing because he's a massive fan.
At
So-
Bad Bunny.
At Bad Bunny's like house where he does his house parties and his performances. So it'd be kind of funny if John Hamm, who's like the whitest of white dudes ever, were to make a Super Bowl appearance with him.
I just say it's the most American of all themes. Let's just keep it, go Lee Greenwood, just go right on through. Let's not have kids in cages as a theme in the middle
100%.
of the thing.
Should it only be American musicians?
I'm all for it, but, you know, if the Stones want to play a set.
Well-
Bad Bunny, hold on, recently spent the summer in Puerto Rico, multi-month concert residency. He has also been vocal critic of Donald Trump, condemning his immigration policies and handling of hurricanes. I'll tell you what, I'll compromise.
Okay.
I like the flyover. I don't like Bad Bunny.
Okay.
If we combine the flyover with Bad Bunny and they just light up Bad Bunny, like they fly over at halftime and just put a couple of sidewinders into the stage, I will watch the shit out of that. And then it's a compromise.
How
Bad Bunny's
about
there.
he parachutes in with like an American flag, like make Puerto Rico the 51st state thing?
He's going to have to he'll do this thing where he's going to feel compelled to make some sort of statement about immigrants or something. And then,
Well, everybody last year with Kendrick Lamar's performance was like, oh, it's a debunking of like evil capitalism in the music industry and how they use artists like slaves. And I was like, I just thought it was Kendrick Lamar. Like, are we dumb if we're missing the messaging?
I always miss it. But I missed the cages. But I thank God I saw the doc, so I knew what the cage was. I just want a band. Like, I'll go for a rock band.
When the best was like U2.
Yeah. They could have done, since it's in San Francisco or Santa Clara, they could have done Santana, Journey,
Huey Lewis.
Starship, Huey Lewis.
I would go for a 80s montage.
That would be pretty sweet.
And I'd be sweet with that. Huel. Yeah, like this stuff. Drinking it right now, actually. Well, you can see it on the screen. Look, we all know mornings can be a little bit chaotic, juggling the dog, the email, the keys. They skip breakfast. A lot of people do that. They just drink coffee. I used to do that too. Then I found out about Huel Black Edition. Seriously, grabbing this on the way out saves my whole morning. Fall is here, so school, work, everything's ramping up, and you want a meal, but you don't want a candy bar and you don't want a latte because that's not going to work well down the road. Huel, spelled Huel. Well, they get it. Their Black Edition powder, well, it's a complete meal, so you feel full, focused, and ready for the day. And get this, they just dropped the Huel Greens, ready to drink. I was just drinking one as I walked in. You see it there. First of its kind. It's all greens, but it sparkles, so it kind of goes down nice. And there's no powders, no nonsense. Just pop one and go. Drink it right out of the can. Made by real dietitians. It's Huel, right, Dawson?
Try Huel with 15% off for new customers today by using our code ADAM15 at Huel.com/Adam15. Fuel your performance with Huel today.
Homes.com. Oh, love these guys. Well, you guys know. Homes.com. Some might say that Homes.com is the best home shopping site. It may be Homes.com's super comprehensive and transparent agent directory. Or maybe it's that Homes.com is the only site that always directly connects you with the listing agent who knows the home the best. Or perhaps just maybe it's because Homes.com has the most in-depth neighborhood content of any shopping site that's extensively researched to highlight the personality of each neighborhood. Homes.com goes above and beyond to bring home shoppers the in-depth info they need to find the right home and right now. Homes.com. Homes.com. We've done your homework. All right, you got news?
I sure do got news.
Mm-hmm.
We got a girl fight happening.
Mm-mm.
It's between Emma Watson, of course, who played Hermione Granger in all of the Harry Potter films, and the woman herself who authored all of the Harry Potter books and then, produces and directs and still makes tons of money off of the shows and films and all that stuff. So we have first this video of Emma Watson, apparently for a while now, because there was that rift where HBO was like, no, we're gonna do the Christmas special, but we're not inviting JK. But then I think JK saw so much support just generally, specifically from liberal lesbian feminists in the UK and places changing their laws, that she was no longer considered the underdog. So now HBO is like happy to work with her again. And so Emma Watson for a really long time had been silent on her disagreements with Rowling on the trans issue, and here she is discussing it.
I've just got to this place where it's just, if it costs me any part of my piece, it's just too expensive. And of course, there's opportunities that I think, wow, that would be amazing. And I care deeply about my work. But I think I just used to completely sacrifice myself for whatever the thing was I was trying to achieve. And that could be a grade, it could be a movie, it could be promoting. I just was obsessed with excellence and doing everything, giving my all to everything and doing it to the best of my ability.
By the way, I suffer from all this too. I try too hard. I give about 110%. I'm too good. I'm too focused. And I'm too
too
so
focused.
Let's just put that out there right now. I prepare too much, but all right, that's my fault. And I love too much. Sorry.
Was obsessed with excellence and doing everything, giving my all to everything and doing it to the best of my ability.
Got it. Here we go.
And
what's going on?
Unless you have the right people around you that can hold that kind of level of commitment, you're going to get smashed up. You're just going to get crushed. And so I think now it's just a case of me being like, okay, I know that for me to do anything, I have to have people in the room that care about me more than whatever the product is or whatever the final product is. And if that isn't the case, I cannot be there because I'm just someone who like gives it all. It's how I'm built. And I think understanding that makeup.
All right, hold on a second. Is this a TED Talk on motivation, or is she going to fucking start talking about the subject we're talking about? Or is it just...
I'm about to thank her for coming in for the job interview and let her know we're going to go a different way.
We're going a different way because you're really self-absorbed.
What
when
point are we
your
trying to
pros and
make?
cons.
What point are we making with this?
Okay, so apparently...
But how do we arrive on a clip of her just saying she was the most focused person in the room? Wait, now there's another 20 seconds. I want to know.
It was in the same interview where it was in this. So that's Jay Shetty that she's on.
I just want to see the rest, by the way, just because we're completely insane around here. But I do feel motivated if there's any consolation. Let's see.
Of myself and not punishing myself for that, but just knowing it needs certain kinds of conditions is how I've come to hopefully, and it's such a journey and I'll keep doing it forever and probably every day, but accepting myself.
Are you good at accepting yourself?
I don't think one way or the other about myself. I have no thoughts about myself. It's kind of a waste of time. I'm more concerned with how do we arrive on this fucking clip. And what clip are we looking for?
I think this might be the clip that we're looking for.
All right. Well, let's do that one.
There's just no world in which I could ever cancel her out or cancel that out for anything. It has to remain true. It is true. And this is where this like holding of these, I just don't know what else to do other than hold these two seemingly incompatible things together at the same time and just hope maybe they will one day resolve or like co-join themselves, and maybe accept that they never will, but that they can both still be true. And I can love her, I can know she loved me, I can be grateful to her, I can know the things that she said are true, and there can be this whole other thing. And my job feels like to just hold all of it. But the bigger thing is just what she's done will never be taken away from me.
Huh?
So she was talking about Rowling there and how Rowling did so much for her and how she hopes that she can continue to love people who disagree with her, which is the part of the quote I think most of us could agree with, right? Where you have people in our lives that we disagree with. But the rest of the fluff of like, oh, it's like J.K. Rowling is this bipolar two people thing. Rowling did not like that and is not over the feud, according to our friends over the Daily Wire. She then went on X to post, quote, like other people who've never experienced adult life uncushioned by wealth and fame, Emma has so little experience of real life, she's ignorant of how ignorant she is. I'm seeing quite a bit comment about this, so I wanted to make a couple of points here. I'm not owed eternal agreement from any actor who once played a character that I created. The idea is as ludicrous as me checking with the boss I had when I was 21 for what opinions I should and should not have. I wasn't a multimillionaire at 14. I lived in poverty while writing the book that made Emma famous. Therefore, I understand from my own life experience what the trashing of women's rights in which Emma has so enthusiastically participated means to women and girls without her privileges.
Go get him, girl.
She continues, quote, the greatest irony here is that had Emma not decided in her most recent interview to declare that she loves and treasures me, a change of tack I respect she's adopted because she's noticed full-throated condemnation of me is no longer quite as fashionable as it was. I might never have been this honest. God, even in her ex, like, she's such a great writer.
She's great.
Like, she continues, adults can't expect to cozy up to an activist movement that regularly calls for a friend's assassination, then assert their right to the former friend's love as though the friend was in fact their mother. Emma is rightly free to disagree with me and indeed to discuss her feelings about me in public, but I have the same right and I've finally decided to exercise it.
Very good.
Snap.
All right. You know, I was talking to Drew about this the other day. He wants me to bring it up, but I said to him, you know, I'll tell you who I want to work with. Like, I want to be my publicist. Mm-hmm. And, you know, you think about publicity, you know, you go, well, Bad Bunny, man, it's going to get a ton of publicity, free publicity from doing all this. But that's a windfall. Okay, that's big. And then you go, yeah, but the guy who came up with, the Coca-Cola logo, or the company that came up with the McDonald's song, "You deserve a break today." But I'll tell you the person I want to work with.
Uh-huh.
The person, it's like 9 years ago, somebody went, look, here's what we have to do, not only in the United States, but around the world. We have to convince people, and people are like, what? To use margarine instead of butter? No, it's going to be a lot harder than that. To drink Pepsi instead of Coke? No. No, those are easy. To sign up for the Marines instead of the Navy? No. We have to convince people that men are women and women are men, and men can become women and women can become men. And that person, if you would have said that to me, I would have went, oh, good fucking luck. Good luck.
Feminists are never going to get on board with that.
We can convince people. I think I could get people to start using this toilet paper instead of that toilet paper, or my canned soup instead of those guys' canned soup. But convincing people, not just in the United States, we're going worldwide with this shit. And God damn it, they got literally half the country to buy into this shit, and they got the other half of the country scared to say anything about it, which is insane, because it's the most insane proclamation ever undertaken. If you went to every Madison Avenue outfit and talked to John Hamm and Mad Men, and he said, here's your job. What, to get them to get Ford over Chevy? No. We need half this country to think a man can be a woman can be a man, and stuff assigned at birth. It's not given. It's not biological. Okay, that's one half. The other half is the sane half. They have to be scared shitless to talk, or they're going to lose their job in Hollywood. That's
not just in Hollywood, in corporations,
everywhere.
Teachers.
This has got to be the greatest undertaking of humanity. This is much bigger than the Hoover Dam or World War II or the Panama Canal. This is the biggest human endeavor ever, to convince people. By the way, 10 years ago, you talk to anyone you know, and they go, what the fuck are you talking about? No, that's my son, that's my daughter. Now shut the fuck up and get out of my house. I don't know what you're talking about. To go from that to, well, he believes and feels like he's trapped inside, and to have the mom nodding her head.
Assigning gender.
Yeah, and the mom's like going, he's right, listen to him. Are you fucking kidding me? We got half the country to do it, and the other half to be so scared they wouldn't talk.
I'd go broader. Half of the world to do it.
Well, yes.
And then the other half of the world
I'm leaving out the Middle East.
Well,
and parts of
definitely
Africa
don't get rights there, so they'd accept men saying they're women before women,
I said the world a few times, the Western world.
Yeah.
The Western world, we have the person that wrote Harry Potter and is responsible for Harry Potter simply explaining a man is a man and a woman is a woman, and women and men shouldn't compete in the same sports. And she's going to be taken out she's going to be erased from the history books and not welcome to the HBO party and everything else. And the cat's going to turn. That's an amazing endeavor. If you think about it, what are we capable of, people? Because I'm going to say anything. Well, we can't get a bullet train from Fresno to Merced, but
could probably get Carolla on CNN.
Yes.
Yeah.
It could probably get me a weekend show on CNN. So
those people.
It is pretty insane what we were able to do with this project. If you think of it, if you looked at it like a product.
Yeah.
Like you go, I got a product. What's a product do?
Well, the product is like fear mongering and emotional.
No. The product,
it's...
but no, the product is just you got to get everyone to say a man is a woman, a woman is a man, or can be, or what. That's the product. But it doesn't clean windows, and it doesn't freshen air, and it doesn't clean your kitty litter box. But that product is that. And we're going to sell this product, and we're going to get everyone to buy in on it. And the ones who don't buy in on it, and, it's funny because when I told this to Drew, he goes, yeah, but a lot of people, they don't really buy it. They just were scared. And I said, even better.
Yeah.
You got people who disagree with you so fucking scared that they're not going to say anything. That's
Germans during World War II.
That's the ultimate.
Turns out they're culpable as well, though. The people who remain silent.
Oh, for sure.
are.
Wait a minute, Germans World War
No,
II?
I'm just saying, like, you have like people, Bonhoeffer that wrote about this, like the people during World War II that were like, well, we don't really agree with Hitler.
German citizens.
And the Nazis, they're bad, but we don't want our neighbors to rat us out, so therefore
Yeah.
we won't hide Jews and we won't speak up and say anything.
Yeah, we just had our own COVID version of that over here.
Like people that are now telling me, oh yeah, I didn't get vaccinated.
Yeah.
Like,
I know.
you know.
And it's so.
Or the women, my favorite though right now is some of the liberal hippie ladies I know. They're like, oh, I never took Tylenol while pregnant.
Mhm.
I never did anything while pregnant.
The sad
But
part.
if Trump says it, they're posting all over their Instagram and TikTok
Right.
about how he wants to hurt women and babies, and Tylenol's totally fine.
The sad part is the people who went along with it. You're right. And it's still, if you take a look at it as a sociological experiment, like we're going to look back and go, we converted in a very short time.
So short.
We got everybody to believe something that was clinically insane and fight and threaten people and Congress people. We have people on the Supreme Court asked what a woman is going, I'm not a biologist. I can't answer. Like it was so
I want to be the highest
effective.
judicial office in the land, but I don't think I'm qualified to say that a woman has a hoo-ha and different chromosomes.
They were scared.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of it. We scared everybody into saying something that's insane.
But
because they were scared of what? Being ostracized by people who have an insane idea?
Yeah, well, losing a job, losing a school, you had doctors and nurses signing on to this crap too. People that are supposed to first do no harm.
I know.
And
And now
getting
it's
tens of
all going to
millions of
come.
dollars.
It's all going to come undone. It already is.
And kudos to JK for saying this. Originally, she had said back in 2024 that she had no plans to forgive Watson or the other two Harry Potter stars who publicly supported transgender rights. She said, quote, celebs who cozied up to a movement intent on eroding women's hard-won rights and who use their platforms to cheer on the transitioning of minors can save their apologies for traumatized detransitioners and the vulnerable women reliant on single-sex spaces.
God love her.
Real feminist right there.
I agree.
Real feminist.
And there's a clip, actually back to Drew. He brought it in. I was looking at him with him today. The clip Drew brought in, Andrew, which is sort of what I was saying is it's in this clip, but the whole movement, it's a grievance movement. It's not like we want this, we want to be treated, we want gay marriage. Then you go, okay, fine, get married. And they go, oh, well, we're moving on to more
Next.
grievance. It's
Yeah.
all fucking grievance. It's all grievance. The black thing is grievance. All the race stuff, all the gender stuff, it's just grievance. And you'll see in this clip, this was someone who transitioned but regrets it. And she'll explain it. He'll explain it. They'll explain it. Someone will explain it. Here we go.
That cause those symptoms. And when you don't appropriately diagnose people, you lead them into a life of ruin. All of these interventions are permanent, they're irreversible, and they lied to me. I want people to know that they're lying to people. They're not diagnosing autogynephiles as autogynephiles. I have friends who medicalized all the way and are self-admitted HEPs who were never diagnosed with the reason they feel this way. They were just transitioned.
Who do you blame for this sort of fast tracking of medicalizing children?
I think after gay marriage was won, there was an empty hole in gay politics. We had gotten everything we wanted, and I think trans jumped into all of the orgs that were associated with the gay community, and they lobbied to make gender identity a protected thing.
All right.
They
You can
started
stop right
doing
there
that in
because I always just went, hold on. I thought it was the lesbian and gay community. When did trans take everything over?
So true.
I was at a fucking Starbucks in Malibu yesterday, and they had a trans flag hanging. Well, actually, my girlfriend went in and then came back, and she went, ugh, I got a trans flag hanging. And then I said, what kind of flag was it before it became a trans flag? And she goes, what? And I said, what kind of flag? And she went, no, it's a trans flag. And I went, all right, let's make it a joke. But anyway, forget it now.
Sometimes the people we want to laugh the most just don't.
It was a beach towel. Yeah, come on, I'm a comedian. You got to.
People pay me to do this, woman.
All right. So what they did is they got everything they wanted, and then the trans people showed up and went, we'll take it from here. And
actually undermined everything that members of the gay community did for years.
And it's all it's all there. It's all there as a pushback because they hate their dads and we become their dads. That's all. That's all that's going on. Here's what it is. It's basically like you saying. It's like you saying to your stepdad. Your stepdad goes, "Your curfew is 10 p.m., young lady," and then you go, "Make it midnight. You let me out till midnight, and I'll never complain about anything again." And then they go, "Okay, midnight," and you go, "Okay." So I can just come back at midnight? Yeah. Oh. Why wouldn't you buy me a 6-pack of beer? What? No, I'm not going to buy you a 6-pack of beer. You buy me a 6-pack of beer, old man. I hate your guts. And then at some point he goes, fine, I'll get you a 6-pack and you can come back at midnight. Okay.
Now give me a fake ID.
I did heroin. No, I don't need a fake ID. You buy my beer. I want a fake ID and I want a heroin syringe. And you go, absolutely not. That is crazy. I'm not going to do it. Then you go, oh, really? Fuck you. I hate you. And they go, fine, here's your heroin. Here's your rig, your 6-pack. Don't fake ID. Don't come back. And you go, okay, I got everything I want. Yeah. And I want to borrow your car. No, I'm not going to fuck you then. And it's like, okay, at what point do you just want grievance? You just want grievance.
Actually,
the drag queen story hour, that's just grievance. That drag queen has nothing in it for him, nothing in it for the kids, nothing in it for anybody. It's all grievance. And they hate their dads, and nobody understands this. And they go, just give them the thing, and then they'll stop. They won't stop because they're in the grievance business.
And I think the hate the dad thing is so true. I think that so many people, whether they're heterosexual, homosexual, in the trans movement, whatever, that have signed on to this, like to pretend that they're a victim and like to victimize their childhood in the ways that they weren't accepted and loved. And so therefore, when they see a kid that's like, I think I might be a man or I might be a boy, they're like, oh my God, let me help you. The intent might be generous, but the actual result is really horrifically and irreversibly dangerous to that child that they see themselves in, and they're trying to like fix this person that needs to be accepted and loved. And it's really twisted.
And also, and they can be talked in. I mean, obviously, Bill Maher says, how come none of this is happening in Iowa or Wyoming? Why is it all on the coast?
Well, maybe those kids don't have phones and TikTok, but
it's like when you hear what's her name from Sex and the City going, my daughter's transition
Cynthia
and my nieces have, everyone I know's transition. It's like, okay, bitch, something's going on. Unless you got a really bad water table, but you drink bottled water. What do you think of this? I'm going to bring this up to you, Dawson, because you're not scared. Alicia's going to be scared.
Oh, God.
But it sounds like it's racial, but it's not. 15, 16-year-olds, a lot of girls, especially being in West Coast, East Coast, Manhattan, Los Angeles, they just get in a clique and they just whatever.
I mean, yeah, this is what Abigail Schreier talked about.
Right.
Whether it's anorexia or transitioning or lesbian, like little cliques. Yeah.
How many people in this time period, if you told them, like, it's that 16-year-old girl and or boy out here, that same kind of group, you could transition into being a black person, what percentage of them would go for it? I think a lot for where I'm from. A lot from out here.
Well, yeah,
more than sex. They would go for it.
They transition to a different ethnicity.
Yeah, they would.
Especially white.
I'm
young
just saying,
white men.
Young
Why
white
wouldn't
dudes
they?
would go to black.
Yes.
And then
They'd be like, sign me up, I'll be Joy Reid.
I'll shave my head, I'll be Joy Reid. And as a dad, I would go, honey, you're 15.
Yeah.
Let's not do this.
Let's not Rachel Dolezal it up.
Yes, I think you'll be 40 and might be unhappy that you did this. So I'm just saying, at that age, a lot of people would do a lot of stuff. Anyway, we're nuts. It's going to go down in history. It'll be about whatever happens to Fauci and COVID in history. It'll be about the same.
I actually hope that there's more ramifications for this.
Oh, I mean ramification, but history's not going to be kind to the assholes that were doing the surgery.
Good.
And then plus, I don't know, you ever see that clip of the woman from Vanderbilt talking about how much money there is in top surgery?
And how they're trying to
stuff.
push people in that direction. Like, don't just stop at giving them hormone blockers. Let's make sure that they schedule the surgeries.
Yeah, and she's like, it's $40,000 just for top surgery. It's like, okay, it's
You
a
mean
business,
breasts?
you ghouls.
You mean giving a child without cancer a double mastectomy?
At a certain point, you become a ghoul.
Yep.
Is what I'm saying. You're slaughtering kids. All right, yeah, let's listen to her. Whatever. This is, by the way, this is not a junior college outside of Tijuana.
This is freaking Vandy.
This is Vandy.
Starting in January 1st of 2017, according to the Affordable Care Act, insurance carriers are mandated to cover medical expenses. for
Oh,
trans
good.
folks.
Oh, insurance. Affordable
Some of
care.
our UMC financial folks in October of 2016, starting a couple years ago, put down some costs of how much money we think each patient would bring in. And this is only including top surgery. This isn't including any bottom surgery. And it's a lot of money. These surgeries make a lot of money. So female to male chest reconstruction can bring in $40,000. A patient just on routine hormone treatment, who I'm only seeing a few times a year, can bring in several $1,000s. That requires a lot of visits and labs. It actually makes money for the hospital.
All right. So the point is also,
I don't like to use the B word.
God.
I would apply it to that woman.
Yes.
Like, what a horrific bitch. Like, how many children's lives did she ruin because she could, quote unquote, bring in several thousands of dollars? She's probably making $500,000 a year, being some director of something, and should have her medical license removed.
The bigger part of this time that I find interesting, whether it's this or COVID, is the people who said something about this shit were the ones that were being destroyed.
Yes.
While the left cheered.
We were the anti-science. You know what they're doing now, though? This really pisses me off. NPR, CNN, everybody now, they're not just saying like science, they're saying good science.
Oh, really?
So there are some studies out there that show that, yes, maybe Tylenol during pregnancy ain't great for the baby in utero. Or as the left would call it, a blob of cells. But then there are other studies that show here some of them are European, some are from the United States, saying, no, it's no big deal. It's totally fine, right? So this is where you have now Trump and RFK Jr. have said stuff about it. Literally every single news report on the Tylenol thing and the COVID vaccine thing for children and all these other things, measles, they're big on, is good science. So NPR and CNN are only talking about good scientists. And I'm like, well, then how do you determine who the good scientist is? Is it the people that were transitioning children?
Well, all the good scientists turn out to be wrong during COVID, and all the bad scientists with the misinformation turn out to be right.
Jay Bhattacharya.
And the whole group.
Yep.
All right, one more story, if you got it.
So this is a really it's bittersweet story. I did not know this about Tim Allen, great guy, the home improvement star, said that Erika Kirk's emotional eulogy at Charlie's memorial service, where she apologized or where she forgave his assassin and spoke deeply about her faith, has now inspired him to forgive his father's killer. His father was killed by a drunk driver when he was just 11 years old. Tim said, quote, when Erika Kirk spoke the words on the man who killed her husband, that young man, I forgive him. That moment deeply affected me. He wrote on X on Thursday. I have struggled for over 60 years to forgive the man who killed my dad, and I will say those words now as I type. I forgive the man who killed my father. Peace be with you all.
Oh, well, good. Good for Timmy.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Like I pray that for Charlie's kids, that they can grow up and forgive the man that killed their dad.
Yeah.
Are you doing more security now?
Yes.
It's scary, isn't it? Just a little bit?
Yeah, I was just talking to Dr. Drew, who was traveling around with Gutfeld.
He has it too.
And they've got like 3 guys assigned to him when he travels around and stuff like that.
I mean, it's sad that, I do campus speeches. I've always done campus speeches the last like 7+ years. And like, it's like I sometimes request security at events, not for me, but for the students in the audience, for like the little old Chamber of Commerce and Republican Party ladies that come out and stuff like that. And I was just at a live action, a pro-life event over the weekend. There's security everywhere. And I think it's less for like the A-listers that are there and as much for the audience that's there as well now.
Yeah.
Like when you go do stand-up now, like you need security for you, but also the crowd of people that the left deems dangerous or violent because of your words. Like, it's ridiculous.
I was thinking about Tim Allen's dad being killed by a drunk driver, and in the pantheon of Joe Biden and why we should hate him more, even though we have enough to hate him. There's one that gets forgotten about a lot, which makes you a really bad person, which is his wife was killed by a truck driver. His son, another son.
It was like his 2 young sons, right? Wasn't it?
They survived. I think the wife died, and maybe one died.
The daughter,
whatever.
yeah, it was a
Tragedy.
child. Yeah.
Tragedy. Okay. The guy driving the truck was not at fault.
Yep.
His wife was at fault. Every time Joe would tell the story, he would say the guy drank his lunch, meaning he was driving a semi-truck.
And blame the guy.
Drunk,
Yep.
and blame the guy, which is a despicable thing to do for a guy who was driving and somebody caused an accident and now they're dead. And I'm sure he had to live with that guilt. And his daughter asked Joe Biden to please stop lying about it. It was killing his dad. And Joe Biden kept saying it. That makes him a very bad guy.
Like, so.
It makes him a horrible, horrible guy. And it's also unnecessary. I know you're trying to collect points wherever you go, you know.
Just the fact that you were a young widower is enough, like, sorrow points, right? It doesn't matter who was responsible for the car accident. It's a horrible tragedy.
Yes, you get all your tragedy points without destroying another family's lives. Being immoral. That's exactly right. All right. We'll take a break. Dustin Ybarra is out there. We're going to talk Chewy. Talk comedy with him. ELISHA, KRAUSS, where do we go for you?
Washington Examiner and my Instagram page, and yaf.org if you want to see where I'm speaking on campuses this fall.
And we'll take a quick break. Back with Dustin right after this. BetterHelp. Yeah, this episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. Love these guys. October 10th is World Mental Health Day. This year, BetterHelp wants to say a big thanks to all the therapists. Over 5 million people have been helped by BetterHelp therapists worldwide. This isn't just in this country. These therapists show up, listen, and help people take steps forward. Therapy moments like the right question or a safe spot to let it all out. That can be life-changing. If something's keeping you up at night, talking to someone can really help. BetterHelp makes it easy to connect with a licensed therapist online. This World Mental Health Day, celebrate the therapists who help millions get better. It's BetterHelp, right, Dawson?
This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Life isn't about resolutions that fade by February. It's about picking up the pen and becoming the author of your own life. If you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, convenient, and flexible. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists at any time for no additional charge.
This September, CBS hits are streaming free on Pluto TV.
I'm coming in hot.
For this month only, stream full episodes of Matlock.
I'm a lawyer, like the old TV show.
Fire Country, Elsbeth.
I do love a mystery.
NCIS Origins, Watson, and Ghosts.
What the hell?
This is the most amazing sight I've never seen.
All for free. The CBS shows you love, this month only on Pluto TV. Stream now, pay never.
It's time to check Adam's voicemail.
Adam, you ruined the movie Taxi Driver for me. Robert De Niro sends the young prostitute back to her home with her family. If I learned anything from Loveline, the last place that girl needs to be is with her fucking family.
You can leave us a message at 888-634-1744.
It's true. She got molested. That's why she's on the streets. Dustin knows all about it.
I didn't even see that. Is that a spoiler alert? She got molested.
Dustin Ybarra, well, I did the math. In the studio, live shows, great stand-up comedian, and you can check him out on his TikTok as well, which is written down here, but I can't read it. So what's the TikTok called?
Dustin Ybarra is my name.
Oh, metal detector.
Yeah, it's just Dustin Ybarra, but I stream metal detecting on there.
You were saying off the air, you've been finding a lot of different stuff.
Weird things, man. A lot of Parmesan cheese packets, a lot of crushed red pepper, and a lot of, I found a COVID test the other day.
Are people, okay, when you buy pizza, they're buying pizza, right?
Yeah.
And when you get pizza, you get crushed red pepper, and then you get Parmesan. Now, they talk about bringing sand to the beach. Giving a little packet of cheese to spread on top of a thing that's covered with melted cheese feels like we're gilding the cheese lily a little bit. It's like, I dig Parmesan cheese. And if you got a big plate of pasta, I dig putting the Parmesan on there. But why Parmesan on the pizza? Because the pizza's already covered with cheese.
I have no idea. I think it's a poor people thing. Because you know how like poor communities, they like spicy, like Flamin' Hot Cheetos and Takis and stuff? I think just more of anything like I'm into. Like I'll put a lot of Parmesan cheese and crushed red peppers.
Because it's free?
That's what I think. I'm like, oh, this is free. I'm not going to waste it, you know? Extra ranch.
I'm one of the few people who does this, but garlic powder, not salt, but garlic powder is really good on a pizza.
Dude, it's good. And also that, what is that stuff, the oregano that they'll have? You know how they have the 3 like things you can shake on it? I'll put all that on there.
So you've been finding packets.
Yes. I'll be able to retire
What
soon.
beach you on?
I go to Manhattan Beach and Hermosa Beach. You got to go to the rich beaches.
Mm-hmm.
Poor people, they don't lose things like rich people. Poor people lose like custody of their kids and shit like that. Rich people lose like rings and like jewelry.
Yeah, they lose their right for bail or custody hearing or something like that. But they don't lose it. And you know, it's funny because it's so funny. The Mexicans. What are you, half Mexican?
I'm half Mexican, yeah.
On PCH in Malibu, everyone doing all the work is Mexican. It's 100%. All the rebuilds.
I can see that.
Everyone driving, all the tractors, every piece of equipment, everyone holding the shovel. It's only Mexicans working.
I don't think I've ever seen a white construction worker. Maybe on TV or something, but no.
Yeah, and so there's Mexicans doing all the work. And then the other Mexicans are surf fishing. They're fishing. Yeah. And then the white guys are surfing. But there's no Mexicans surfing and there's no white guy fishing.
Oh, that's interesting.
And there's no white guy swinging a shovel up on PCH. It's exclusive white dude surfing. Yeah. Do you see dudes surfing? Like, do you see that? You ever go down, like, PCH and you just see that dude and, like, you're hustling to get to work or to get to the airport or like to do something.
Yeah.
And it's like 9:15 in the morning and this guy's he's just waxing down that board and he looks like he's 50.
I see him all the time.
And you're like, what is your schedule? What goes on? How did you craft this life?
Yeah, in my mind, I'm just like, oh, he's probably like a tech guy or something. I'll have a little story like he had a company, then sold it. I just want to go surf for the rest of my life, and now he's getting to do what he does.
Is it? And I do that too, and then there's another part where I go, maybe it's just a fucking fireman who retired 2 years ago and fucking lives within his means and he just likes surfing.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, and who's the smart one? Because I'm hustling to the Burbank airport right now and you're just fucking looking for your next tasty
He's just
swell.
chilling, man. Yeah.
Yeah. And is the landlocked version of that is the person that hunkered down at the Starbucks at noon, just
oh my god, just
not
chilling.
going anywhere. Not a Wednesday noon, no place to go.
Not the dudes working at Starbucks because you'll see the guys working too. They'll have the laptop. I saw a dude with a double screen setup, man, and a headset on. He had a whole table, and that was like his office. And I'm like, who are you conducting business with, bro?
Yeah, they're plugging in their power cord, you know, with the breaker box on it and stuff.
Exactly.
It's, we are getting a little entitled, possibly.
At Starbucks, you can do whatever. I went in there because I do some writing, and I was like, you know what? I usually go to my garage, but it was hot in there. I'm like, I'm just gonna go to Starbucks, and I go there all the time. So I'm like, I didn't feel like a leech because I always go to Starbucks. But I didn't buy anything this time, so I was just kind of waiting. I'm like, is someone going to come up to me? Because I didn't want another coffee because I just had one. So I was like,
have you found anything of value?
Yes, dude, I found some cool stuff. I found a silver Tiffany's necklace. I found a bunch of rings. I found this dude's grandpa's World War II dog tag that he lost while he was playing volleyball. And it was awesome because everyone was like watching me, and dude, it was like a crowd of people.
Really?
And in my mind, I'm like, oh, I gotta find this, or else I'm gonna look like
Oh,
dope.
because you were dispatched.
But I was just minding my business, metal detecting. This guy was like, "Hey, dude, do you think you can help me find my?" And I'm like, "Oh, okay." And I'm doing it on my live too, on my stream, and I'm like, oh, "Dude, oh my god!" And it took forever, but then I got a beep, 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 and I'm like, "Oh god, please let this be it."
Grandpa's tags.
Pulled it up. Everyone was, "Oh yeah!" People were coming up and taking pictures. I'm like, what? I'm just some guy, man.
I had this weird flashback to a million years ago. I was like in high school. I was probably 17 or something. And I borrowed my dad's car and I took all us dudes to the beach to go body surfing or something.
Yeah.
And at some point we're getting ready to leave and the keys were gone. Like the keys were in the sand.
Ooh.
And like in the sand. And I was like, no spare key at home, no cell phone, no Uber, no credit cards.
You're done.
Like,
Things can go in the sand so quick.
I know. And it was also like, it was back in the day. Like for me, no credit cards, no cell phone, no cash, no nothing. Like I got my motorcycle towed in Century City once. I just started walking home, and I told that to Drew, and he's like, "You lived in North Hollywood." And I'm like, well, what are my fucking choices? I don't have any money. I don't have a cell phone. I don't have a credit card. So I'm just going to start walking toward
a long ways,
my
man.
dad's house in North Hollywood. Yeah, but if you said you got to walk to Oregon, I would just start walking that direction. But I was hitchhiking as I was walking, and a gay guy picked me up. And,
nice. Okay. Cool.
And then I got picked up by a couple of gay dudes, and then I ran into some chick named Stacy from high school to pick me up. I made it home. I made it home. But
sounds like a movie. That sounds like an independent movie or something.
We were stuck out at like Zuma. There's no keys. And I was like, I have no good. But by the way, again, stuff's an inconvenience now.
Yeah.
Like stuff now you go, we'll call an Uber and then Uber will take us back. And then I got a spare key in the whatever. But this is no Uber, no phone, no credit cards, no money.
Yeah.
This is like start walking home.
A little bit of that.
And I had a fin because we were body surfing with fins. And everyone. Oh yeah, you use fins when you surf, body surf. You got to use it. And I like took everyone. My friends were like, "Fuck this," and they started hitchhiking stuff. And I just took this fin, and I drew a circle like 30 feet around with the fin in the ground, in the sand. I made a big crop circle like 30 feet around, and I said, "The goddamn keys are inside of this somewhere."
Yeah.
Now fucking start on the outside and we'll just keep going. But it's got to be in here. And eventually we found
that's what in metal detecting they call that gritting.
Gritting.
Grit it.
I was gritting.
I learned all these little things like that. Like, because that happened to me like a couple of weeks ago. This lady was like, she saw me. She's like, "I lost my keys. Can you help find them?" I'm like,
really?
Yeah, but she didn't know where they were. Like, it was like, she's like, "Well, they could be anywhere from here to like Culver City." I'm like, "Oh shit, we gotta."
What's protocol? Tip? Do you get a tip?
I don't.
You don't accept a tip?
Sometimes people will be like, "Give me a tip" or something, but I never do that. I'm always just like, because what I do is I'll chop up the video and I'll put it online. I'm like, that'll look cool.
Did we figure out last time you were here who was a bigger loser? Metal detector guy at the beach or recumbent bike guy on the road?
I think the recumbent bike guy, because the metal detecting guy can offer his services. Recumbent bike guy can't be like...
He can't do it.
I forgot about that. That's right. We were talking about putting it on a dwarf, and like that's how you see him in the crowd, that little flag that comes up.
It's they're both lone losers, but who is the bigger lone loser?
Well,
you say recumbent bike guy, I'm not going to argue with you.
You think it's a metal detector guy?
No,
I don't even think that, because that's like you could get stuff, like you can get like
all right,
you can help people. It's like,
let me be helpful here.
Okay, am I a loser?
No. Let me tell you, you will be, but
okay.
For now you're okay because I've just decided this.
Okay.
Old metal detector guy, fine. Hobby, retired, veteran, whatever, doing his thing.
Okay.
I'll accept. This 80-year-old guy with metal detector, beach guy, I will accept. Young guy, kind of cool and ironic. You know, like ironic for a while. Like once in a while, some chick will pull up, some like 23-year-old chick will pull up in a Ford Falcon from 1964 or something. And you go, that's kind of cool. Kind of cool.
It's
like
different.
retro. It's different. Yeah, it's against type.
Yeah.
But there's a middle spot that you're entering.
Okay.
See,
so there's a timeline on this where it's like if I keep on, I'm gonna be branded as that's a metal detector.
Middle-aged metal detector guy's sad.
That's tough.
Old metal detector guy's fine. It's just a hobby, an old guy. Like go play bocce ball at the park. You know what I mean? Young is ironic and kind of against the grain, right?
Yeah.
But middle-aged detector guy, which you're heading toward.
I'm almost there.
You're
dude.
almost there.
I think I'm gonna get a recumbent bike and split my time between the two.
That's what I'm saying.
So then
Play
I'll
it
always
safe.
be ironic. Yeah.
Play it safe. All right. You know what I saw today that I miss, and I realize it's a pretty big part of my childhood, and I don't see it anymore. But I'm curious if other people are seeing it. Skywriting. Remember skywriting? It was like a thing. You'd go out and you go, oh, whoa, and you first off you try. So there's different phases. You got there a little late, and the heart kind of blew out. You couldn't barely read the T from Tammy, you know, and you're like, oh man, that probably looked cherry an hour ago. Then there was mid-skywriting where the guy's actually doing it. You're like, oh, I'm not going
You're trying
anywhere.
to figure it out. Like, it's like a game show or something. Like,
I want to buy a vowel.
I heart someone. I circle someone. What is this, man?
Right.
I love that, dude. See that? And what's great about it, too, is you don't know who's doing it. So if you're with a girl, you can be like, hey, I got that for you. You see that? See that heart in the sky?
Yeah.
Is that like the same as... Isn't there a conspiracy? Like, what is it where they put the airplanes drop? Contrails, yeah. I think they should do that, but just make little, like, hearts and shit and smiley faces. Then we'd be like, oh, that's not a chemtrail. That's a friggin' cool little emoji.
Well, there's chemtrails and then there's contrails, but contrails were what used to come out of the back of a jet. I don't know if they call them chemtrails.
I don't know. The things that make our boners go away.
But turn into women. All right. Skywriting was fairly ubiquitous. Like when I was young, any clear weekend day, you could look out, there'd be something floating around up there. It was a lot, and I don't see it anymore.
I haven't seen it last time I saw it was in Hollywood, probably like 4 years ago.
Yeah, so it's gone the way of the dodo, but the question is sort of why. Like it's good.
Yeah.
It got replaced by the banner plane with the Tecate flag on it where they just drag it up and down the beach.
That's like...
I agree.
Do the sky... What happened to the skywriting pilot? Because there were probably just a few people that were trained like that, right?
Yeah.
It's probably like... But anyone can like... If I knew how to fly, I could drag something behind me, but to actually like put... That's an art right there.
Yeah, and whoever figured it out... They probably made it illegal in Los Angeles or something because whatever the exhaust is.
Yeah, it probably like run into some endangered species, it chokes them or some shit.
And I wonder, you must have to pay these guys in full up front.
Yeah.
Because there'd be a lot of haggling. Like, first off, I didn't even know that was a heart. It looked more like a liver because of the way you drew it out there.
Yeah, and they probably charge you per letter or something. So if you want to say Happy Valentine's Day, you just got to put like Happy VD. And then everyone's like, what, Happy VD? Well, no,
wrong message.
Not that, but like.
What is it? Andrew, can you hire a skywriter in LA? And then how come they don't do it for like movies or Valentine's Day or whatever? And they must be like the DMV. Like no, you can't just put the N-word on your license plate and drive around. So. You can't do that.
Although that would be the funniest thing to see in the sky. Like
but like you talk to the guy and you're like, look, I want to do Kill the Jews. And it's like, we have a certain things we can't.
We can't do it, but we can spell it JOOS.
Right.
Okay.
Prices for the single aircraft skywriting are about $3,500 for a normal message.
$2,500
for heart service, in our local area of service.
You could afford that.
Yeah, I could get a heart up there.
Yeah, put Adam Carolla show up there, and then write off on your taxes or something.
Yeah.
Isn't that how business works?
That's how business
I don't
works.
know.
Yeah. And I guess, I guess if it's windy, it's not good.
No,
there's
because you
a
want
lot
it to
of
last.
regulations. I'm reading there's a lot of regulations
really?
in Los Angeles. Well, first off, it's not like you could fly over Dodger Stadium during a home game because you'd be
Yeah.
taken out by a missile, right? Like they would look at you as a terrorist, right?
I guess so.
O'Reilly Auto Parts. O'Reilly Auto Parts. Yeah, you know the jingle. These guys, they keep your car on the road so you don't end up stuck on the shoulder looking like a dope. And that is a bad feeling. Friendly, helpful service. People who actually know their stuff, not just some kid who'd rather be on his phone or somewhere else, who's forced to work. No, these guys are pros. I've always used O'Reilly. There's a bunch of them around where I live, and I've used them all. Thousands of parts and accessories stocked in the store, or you can get them online. So you don't have to panic when the check engine light appears. Need wipers swapped, brake lights out. You know, the pros can help you over there at O'Reilly, and they'll hook you up with a local shop if you're not ready to DIY it yourself. So whether you're a gearhead or you don't know a lug from a donut, let's say a lug nut from a donut. Yeah. Well, they'll walk you through it. No attitude, just real help. Stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts today, or you can visit us online at O'ReillyAuto.com/Adam. That's O'ReillyAuto.com/Adam.
This September, CBS hits are streaming free on Pluto TV.
I'm coming in hot.
For this month only, stream full episodes of Matlock,
I'm a lawyer, like the old TV show.
Fire Country, Elsbeth,
I do love a mystery.
NCIS Origins, Watson, and Ghosts.
What the hell?
This is the most amazing sight I've never seen.
All for free. The CBS shows you love, this month only on Pluto TV. Stream now, pay never.
Although this is a good movie idea, Skywriter.
The Skywriter.
The Rock is a guy.
yes.
Okay, he was a Blue Angel. He was a highly
Blue
decorated Blue Angel.
I got it. But a Blue Angel, did they do Blue Angels didn't bomb people, right?
No, they were the stunt flying
He's just a
team
stunt
for the
flyer.
Navy,
Okay,
right?
yeah.
So he was a Blue Angel.
Okay.
And there was controversy. Like he had his wingman got too close to him, so he did an experimental acrobatic move to save the guy, and it worked, but he got drummed out of the Blue Angels.
Yeah.
And now they do that thing. They do it in all those good movies. The guy was the best, riding high, and next thing you know, they cut to, and he's working at this crappy skywriting place.
Yeah.
And they're out in Simi Valley, and he's like, get him back in the plane. He's shaking his head, you know.
Yeah, I know.
That's a biplane. Goes almost 100 miles an hour. You think it can handle it? It's like, I flew F-16s, bitches. All right, what do we got here? You know, and he's out. That's the story, right? That's the base.
Yeah.
That's the base. And then there's his daughter.
Oh, there's always a daughter.
The lost the daughter during the
Yeah.
divorce, and she's
Definitely.
like, think he's a loser, and it was great. And there's pictures, like he comes home at night after the skywriting thing, cracks a beer, and he looks at the picture
Always
of
a
him in the
picture.
full uniform when the daughter was 9 in front of the F-18, you know, and she's smiling, and he's smiling, and you just see him look at it.
Yeah,
and it
now
takes
she hates him now.
Takes another draw off his
Yeah.
beer, you know.
Definitely mixed race child. You
Mixed
know,
race
Hollywood
child.
they'll be like,
Love the mixed race.
Exactly. So you got to, and then whatever the climax is, his final thing where it's like, you can't do that. You can't write
We're
that.
not
He's like,
there yet. Hold
okay,
on.
I
Take
got a
it when
good
you're
one for when
jumping.
it happens. Okay,
all right.
so
All
he's
right.
at the place. He's looking at his daughter. He's a big drunk piece
Well,
of shit.
he's not a big drunk.
No?
He's the Rock.
Snorts a little meth.
Just a little.
No? Okay.
But he does a freeze.
Okay.
A little booger sugar.
A little bit.
No. He's the good guy, but he's got kind of railroaded.
Yeah.
The Navy threw him out of the Blue Angels.
Can't
his
work again.
His daughter's like 18 now, and like he's looking at the picture, taking another draw off his beer. He's got a crappy apartment by the place. He's living upstairs at the skywriting place. Like it's a shitty airport run by an old lady who cusses a lot.
Oh, that's a
You know,
great
and she's
comic
funny,
relief.
funny,
Yeah, she's-
funny. Like,
yeah.
yeah.
She's a pistol.
Yeah, like
definitely.
real Ruth Gordon type.
Yeah.
You know, she swears all the time. And then they'll do a thing where like she'll see him. because it's The Rock, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like she'll see him getting out of the plane, and some point he pulls his overalls, his flight suit down, and he's shirtless, you know. And she looks at him and goes, "I have a little some of that," you know. It's like that's the
he
tension,
does the
right?
roll the eyes like,
Right.
oh, Ruth,
man.
come on.
Right? Yeah, Ruth. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's good.
I
So
like
he's
that
living
character.
upstairs, you know,
Yeah.
in the flight, you know, at flight school or whatever.
And it's like it's just him there. It's him, her, and then maybe like a mechanic guy, like a kind of like comic relief type guy. Maybe a Dustin Ybarra part.
Maybe
I could go
Dustin
in like
Ybarra
that,
type.
wrenches and
Yeah.
like maybe smokes weed. Oh man, what? You were the Blue Angel? Nah, dude, are you serious? What?
Right.
I don't want to talk about it. You know?
Yeah.
What, dude? This is you, man.
Yeah. So he's up there. He's taking a draw off his beer. He's looking at his daughter.
Yeah.
And he calls her, you know, and of course she picks up and the music's real loud. And she's like, "Dad, I can't talk now. I'm going about my friend's house or whatever." And they're like, "Hey, listen, I was hoping I could see you this weekend." "No, I'm going to be with Mom this weekend. I'll talk to you later." And then she hangs up and that's scene, you know, that's act one.
That's tough. Yeah.
Right.
But then what's the catalyst that it's like, hey?
Well, this is when the Game 7 of the World Series is going to be at Dodger Stadium.
Oh, okay.
And the terrorists are bringing in drones. That's the story.
Okay.
That's over here.
Yeah.
That's that story. You know. Now the B story is he finds love.
Yeah, but who does he find? Because I'm picturing if he's this like down, she's got to be like a business lady or some kind of like, she's better than like, you know, she's like up in some kind of like high ranks. Or she could be the person in the like U.S., the FBI, the task force or something who recruits him.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Mm.
And
she's not. No, she's not recruiting him.
So she's just like some chick.
He's got to find love.
Yeah.
And aha.
Oh,
I got it. Okay.
Yeah.
She comes in. And he's getting in his plane, right?
Okay.
And he's about to fire it up, and he's looking down on his note because, like, what message am I writing out there? And it's a Valentine's one. It's going to be heart with Stan, I love you, you know.
Yeah.
And he's just going, all right, I got it. And he's starting to throttle up, and a beautiful woman comes pulling up in a nice car, and she's driving next to the plane while the plane is like taxiing.
That's
she's going,
good.
no, stop. And he's like, what? And he's starting to take off like down the runway, and she's speeding next to him in the car, honking the horn, flashing the lights, waving. Eventually he throttles off, stops, gets out of the plane. Yeah, can I help you? That's my message. That's my Valentine's message. Yeah, Stan, I love you. Stan cheated on me last night. Stan cheated. I want nothing to do with that man. Stan.
Oh, yeah.
She's a beautiful
and
woman.
a little punch at the end of the scene is he's like, I'm keeping the deposit.
Right. So there's, they're having, now they're talking, cut to, they're sitting upstairs at his place having that beer.
Oh,
you know what I mean? And she's going, I should have never trusted him. I'm such a romantic guy. Such a romantic. I, blah, 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 was going to put this up in the sky above his work. And I found out this morning he was cheating on me. And she had to rush there to stop
so
it.
she wouldn't,
All right.
Okay, so she's up in the room.
They're drinking a beer.
Yeah. When does the government stuff come? Because he's got to get recruited, right? Or something. Or is it just like a very in thing where it's like he flips on the TV and like, a bomb has happened at Dodger Stadium. Drones are in the sky. And
so he finds budding love with her.
Okay, yeah. Budding love. It's hot.
Because obviously she's single.
Yeah.
She's found out.
I want one of those hot roadhouse scenes too, where everyone's kind of
Yeah,
you see his butt, he's looking out and then you just see his butt, but she's all like
Well, no, he doesn't bang her that day.
No?
No.
Yeah, I
but
guess that wouldn't be romantic.
But there's like she goes, it's my fault for trusting a man in the first place, and then he goes, maybe you never met the right man.
Oh.
Takes a draw off his beer.
Yeah.
And she sees the picture of him in the Blue Angel thing, and you can tell she's impressed. Like it's that
Yeah,
thing.
she picks up the
we have to
photo
look
thing.
around.
What
We
is
have the look
this?
around thing where he goes, "You want another Dos Equis?" And she goes, after the day I've had, and he gets up to walk into the kitchen, and he show her look around, Purple Heart, Iron Flying Cross, Medal of Valor, pictures of like
him with his old buddies in an M16, like in Kuwait. They're in front of Saddam Hussein's
he
palace.
flies for the Navy, so let's not don't get our branches
That's right.
too confusing.
Okay,
here.
so he's this badass five shit. So she's like,
She sees the she sees pictures of like Ronald Reagan putting a medal around his neck and stuff, and she's intrigued. You know what I mean? Because she's like, what the hell? Who's this
he comes
guy?
back
You
with
know
the
what I mean?
beers. He comes back and she's like, was this you? And then he doesn't want to talk about it,
Yeah,
He would
no.
obviously he'd be
She
like,
goes, was this
no.
you? And then he goes,
that was a long time ago.
Let me do the dialogue here.
Okay, what is it?
She says, is this you?
Yeah.
And he goes, it was. Just another draw off the beer. Right. All right. But she's intrigued.
It was. I love
She's
that.
intrigued.
Yeah.
Intrigued.
But then she's got to go though, because obviously right here is where they would be like, getting down. But she's got her phone needs to go off or something. Like, beep.
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
shit. I gotta go pick up my.
Well, the clients in town.
Yeah.
She's a heavy hitter.
Yeah, so she's taking out. Well, I see you again. Look towards the sky or some
Yeah,
shit like that.
Yeah, look up.
Yeah,
Right.
look up.
Right. So
okay, so then
yeah. Now and then she leaves, and then later on, the manager of the place, like the chick, comes in and goes, "Oh, she had one more message she wanted you to send, and it's her phone number, like on a piece of paper."
Yeah.
And he smiles a little, and then the Ruth Gordon chick, the old horny chick, like slaps him in the ass. Go, "Hope you get some." Woo! And it's like we go on and laugh.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But then she could even say, "Can I watch?" And then it's like, "Whoa, what kind of character is this?"
Yeah,
We'll mess with that
we'll get
part.
whatever's on
Okay,
the script,
okay.
and then we'll have fun with it, and then we'll see what happens in the
so
back.
now we need to get to some,
we
happening.
cut from that to the terrorists.
Okay.
The terrorists are coming.
Very terrorist. And I want them to look like real, like what you would, like Naked Gun terrorists. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, over the top.
Over like
swarthy.
Yeah, the mask.
But again, what I like to call Johnny Quest villain. If you watch Johnny Quest,
oh yeah,
it was like between Korea and Vietnam and after World War II, and we didn't really know who the villains were. They were just like, yes, Dr. Quest.
Yeah, they had
and
a weird
They were
face,
kind of Asian.
like-
They were Asian, but they never really said where they were from.
wow.
They were like Chinese and Vietnamese.
Yeah.
We didn't know.
You just know they're not American. They're
Not
not, like
American.
they're not from Iowa.
It used to be easy. We used to just make the guys Nazis.
Yeah.
And then we got too far away from World War II.
Yeah, it's like
So-
we need
and we
something
got
new.
more into Korea and Vietnam, so we had to make them Asian, but we didn't say which Asian country
But
they
they're
were
bald too. I'm noticing a lot
bald,
of the dudes are
Fu
bald.
Manchu type mustache.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna go with a garden variety terrorist.
Just okay, so no, like just group, it's
Nobody's
just-
wearing
okay.
the Iraqi flag
Okay,
or anything.
okay.
It's just
That'll
we're
play good.
We're terrorists.
So now we can go international with it. Okay,
International
cool.
terrorists,
Yeah.
right?
That'll be better for our box office. Yeah.
All right, you come chime in. What do you got?
Well, okay, so I'm thinking, okay, so this terrorist is like, did we see the terrorist life? And we could possibly do something where the terrorist, he could have been someone that The Rock could have had an interaction with early on in life, like he blew up his thing or something. He could have killed the Rock's wife or
All right,
something.
let me just jump back in here.
Well, no, hang on. Hey, you don't think if there's like
I don't
okay,
know.
so they don't know
I think
each
the
other.
Rock's over here at the dusty
So
flight
they have
school
no
in Simi
past.
Valley, and the
Okay.
terrorists start off of just a group of guys, and they're in a like an apartment in Glendale.
I like how
you
you've got
son.
this all mapped out.
Oh, I got all
You're
that
like, let me jump in here. Dustin, what do you think? I mean, no.
I tried to give you a little mic time, but
Well, I mean, because I'm thinking, okay, so they don't, okay, so I'm picturing him sitting around all these drones, they're getting, they're putting the stuff in
we
them.
got the initial. First off, the phone. It's a bunch of guys smoking and playing cards, like in the middle of the day.
Okay.
Like swarthy guys in wife beaters in like a bad apartment in Glendale.
Okay.
And the phone rings. And the one guy just gets up, old school landline, and he picks it up. And he goes, hello. And he goes, I understand. And he hangs the phone up, and he just looks at the other 4 guys playing cards or look at him, and they all know what happened. They were just activated, and everyone just immediately drops their cards and starts. Okay. That's how we know. Yeah. We don't know what happened, but they're that's a terrorist cell, and they got activated.
Okay,
they got the call.
I like that. But then maybe a little funny like comic relief could be like, and the pizza's there, Yeah, and like, oh, whoa, the pizza's here, guys. We just ordered. Can we eat first? And I don't know if that's the vision that you're seeing. Ground. Yeah, the fresh ground parmesan.
The parmesan and then the pepper.
But hey, guys, you're gonna pay.
Listen, we'll punch it up.
Okay, we'll punch it up.
But we're working.
Okay, so they just got activated. Now we're using drones, right?
Now we're cutting to first date.
Okay, first date.
We're back with The Rock on first date.
I think I got a good first date.
All right, let's go.
Okay, first date, you're in some nice place, posh in Beverly Hills, right? And the waiter comes over, he's like, sir, do you need a jacket? We have to have jackets. And he's like a, down to earth. He's like, okay, I'll put on this jacket. And he's trying to read the menu, but he's like, what, escargot? He's like, that is an escargot, sir. Do you like that? Is a very, and then she's like, I'm sorry I picked this place. He's like, you know what? I think I got a better place. Let's ditch this. And they take off. And then we cut to Dave and Buster's or something. And they're playing skee ball, right? Because then you can get that sponsorship, the money from the movie, or like a Buffalo Wild Wings.
No, Dave and Buster's, and he's out on like the go-kart track. Yeah. And he keeps mashing into people. She's beating the crap out of him.
Yeah.
And then he does the piece of dialogue that's self-serving where he goes, flying F-16 at 500 knots, 9 inches away from a wingtip of my partner. I can't drive a go-kart. The one where he builds himself up and then ends up self-deprecating. And she laughs real hard.
Okay, maybe, okay, so this is after she beat him, so they're out there. He's like, God, you beat me, blah, blah, blah. And then, I don't know, I picture her with cotton candy or something, maybe she's like, I don't know, I just want some cotton candy right now. But anyway, this is definitely where now they have to about to kiss or something. But then news.
Yeah, on TV.
Yeah, I'm picturing like they're talking, and you just see something like, wait, hang on a second.
Yeah, there was a drone attack on the Hollywood Bowl.
What is this? Yeah.
The drone attack on Hollywood Bowl.
Hollywood Bowl. And then and the president's coming. Something like where all the other planes don't work, maybe?
No, it's not happening yet. You keep jumping to the end. By the way, all the other planes don't work is not, you'd have to work that one out.
Well, I don't know, because it's an old plane. That's what I was thinking. Now the new planes, they got computers.
Now we're getting somewhere.
Yeah.
Because
he's in an old plane, yeah.
Okay, because I already did Navageddon.
Okay.
This one with Bruce Willis, and he's driving a Bronco, and everyone's driving an electric car. Yes, they do like one of those pulse grid things.
Electromagnetic pulse.
Right, that takes out all the computers of all the modern aircraft and control towers and missiles and everything else. It's all computer-guided, everything, and the pulse renders it all. But he's flying an old biplane, like a crop dusting plane from the 30s.
Just runs off of gas and grit.
Right, gas and grit.
Yeah.
And but remember, he did precision flying with the Blue Angels for all that time. So but again, you're jumping. We're still out on the first day. We're still at Dave and
Buster's. Okay, first day. But then something does happen on the news.
There's a drone attack on the Hollywood Bowl, but that's them doing a kind of test run. Could they do it,
Yeah.
And then remember, he's military, and she's like, oh my God, what happened? And he knows there's more. Yeah. He knows they're planning.
There's something going on
here. Something bigger.
Dude, or that attack that they did, they could be like, if you don't, like, they could threaten, like, this is what we can do. If you don't release Abu Dhaki Mahidi Shah. Oh, we're not going that way, right? If you don't release.
No, you can go that way.
Okay, well, yeah, if you don't release this guy from prison who got in there for war crimes, we're going to take this attack to a bigger event, So now it's like,
hold on.
What?
It's the Los Angeles Olympics in 2020.
Perfect.
That's
yes. Okay.
That's where they're showing up for. And it's
I like our timeline. We can get a lot of sponsors.
The president. It'll be a black president, black female president.
Perfect.
The Mrs. Madam Black female president person is gonna be motorcade.
Should we make her transgendered, or is that too? Is that? But definitely bald. If she's got to be bald.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah,
That's good.
Definitely bald.
All right. So bald. I don't say transgender because she'll look very regal, like Angela Bassett, but bald.
She looks like the bad guy from the Johnny Quest, but like a female black version.
You're making a mockery of this.
Okay, I'm sorry.
She's a very angular, very attractive, bald black woman, Madam President.
Yes.
Is going to be there,
Madam
right?
President, yeah.
And she's going to be, and they've just renovated the Coliseum, and this is the opening for the Los Angeles Olympics.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you show, now he's up in the air coming back from drawing, he just drew, USA all the way or something in front of
just out of his own dime, or did they hire him?
No, like the Olympic team.
The Olympics hired him.
Paid for USA.
That makes
track
sense because now he's up there.
He's up there.
He's up in the sky.
And does that move where he gets on the rein and goes, Mama Bear, I'm coming home. Starting to run a little low on fuel because we got to get the low on.
Will you get those sweet buns over here?
Yeah, right. She's still horny. She's horny all the time. And they do the thing where they do the close up on the fuel gauge. You know what I mean? You can see like it's a little low.
Yeah, he can make it back, but it's a little
enough to make it back. But he's gonna. And as he's heading back, you just see over the mountain a swarm. Over the Hollywood sign.
Oh, that's good.
The sign, the Hollywood. We're down low on the Hollywood sign when music swells, and we just see the swarm.
I love it.
Coming over.
That's going to make the preview.
And they've even formed an arrow, like in a Bugs Bunny movie where bees are like chasing a bear and hitting him in the ass. They make a flying arrow.
Okay.
And you see him. He's going past them one way.
Like, what the?
He just looks up like, holy crap.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They go back. And then he gets back on the blower. Mama Bear, they have some sort of drone presentation for the Olympics or something? And she's like, well, I checked with the FAA thing this morning. I didn't say anything about it. And you hear him go, you hear him whisper, from her side. Now we're on her end. And you just hear him go, good Lord. And then that's when we show him turn the plane. Hard bang.
And she's like, where are you going? Hey, your trajectory is, you're supposed to be heading here. You don't have enough gas to make it home with it. If you turn around.
Right.
I can't do that, Mama Bear.
Right.
We got a problem right now.
Right. Yeah, no, she goes, you're not going to have enough gas to come back. And he goes, ain't coming back. Oh. He knows he's not coming back.
Okay, and maybe right here, just to add a little set piece. Okay, Mama Bear, the chick has got to be there too. His love interest, like maybe she was supposed to meet, and she's like, hey, I'm supposed to meet The Rock for dinner. That's not his name in the movie, but I'm supposed to meet him for dinner. Sweetie, I don't know what to tell you because he's doing his own thing right now. And then she's like on the thing like, what's going, where's he going? Yeah. And so she knows what's happening, and maybe she could get on. Hey, what's going on?
Right.
I can't come back. Something's going on, And then so the drones are flying. And I think this is where you've had this in mind the whole time. That's why you brought up the drones. This is what I think you were thinking. The drones are heading. They're armed. They're about ready to drop their stuff or something. He pulls in front of them, right? And maybe then you go back to the dudes, the terrorists, like looking at the computer, like, what is going on? What is happening here? This is who is that? That's not military.
Oh, first they take out the Goodyear blimp is hovering over, filming it, and you have the cut to the guy up there. Hey, it's Bob Maggie up here.
Yeah.
The best seat in the house, everybody. The best seat in the house. He says best seat in the house. Boom, ball of flame.
And that's when people on the ground know, like, whoa, something's going on here.
Right.
Okay.
And because the president is a black woman, when Secret Service tries to usher her away to safety, she goes, "Get off me!" And she stands up because she's a black woman and she's bald.
But she says, "Get off me, honky!" Like she said.
Okay.
You don't think so? Okay, all right.
We can punch up.
Well, at least keep it in the notes.
We'll see. But I
okay.
mean, the point is they're trying to take her, usher away to safety, to hide.
Yeah.
You know, and she took an oath.
Yeah.
She's leading this country.
And she's there, right? She's at the Olympics? 'Cause
Yeah,
she
she's
would be
at
there.
She's there to do for the opening ceremony.
Yeah.
Okay. So, now what it comes down to is what got him drummed out of the Blue Angels in the first place was this very experimental, highly dangerous move. Oh. But guess who has to replicate that move to hit the lead drone and knock it off its course to have the other drones follow it? He's got to do the same move.
Yes. And it's almost like, but while this is happening, is he having flashbacks in his
Oh,
head?
yeah.
And then we'll see like the go back to see his guy, his wingman.
Flashbacks.
What are you doing?
Right.
I don't know if we can do that. Big
Right.
Papa Bear.
Right. Right.
Just follow my lead. Then he just sees that. Like,
Yeah. It's a lot of flashbacking.
Yeah,
a lot of blamed himself, a lot of that kind of stuff.
For some reason, he sees that like a scene in like Batman Begins or something, and that's just there. You know, like what was that? What was I thinking about that? You know,
we can't clear that.
You don't think so? Okay.
We can't clear
Joker
other
in the
movie
nurse
clips.
outfit. Like, oh, why is that in my?
Yeah, he's flashing back. Because his wingman died when he did that experimental move, but it's the only one they could. Think beginning of Cliffhanger. Stallone went out. He did everything he could do. She fell to her death.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? But he's still a hero.
He is still a hero.
So he has to successfully pull that one off. Now you see him getting in place, and now you hear the gas sputtering. You know what I mean? Back to the gauge.
Do you want to do that right now? Or
No, a little early.
Yeah,
but let's cut away and get the gauge.
Okay.
Let's get a cut away the gauge. You can see it's low. Now it's in the red at this point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the love interest now.
She's there with Ruth, the horny lady.
Yeah.
They're giving him commands and stuff.
She got onto the thing.
Yeah.
Right. And she lives off of the Hollywood Reservoir. She lives right off the Hollywood Reservoir. And at some point he's going to do the maneuver that's going to tip the drone. It's a reenactment of the maneuver that got his wingman killed, even though it wasn't his fault. It's all he could do. He couldn't pull it off. He's going to pull that off, but it's clear he's not coming home.
No.
Mm-hmm.
And I picture like, so could she possibly, if she runs out the front patio and opens the door, she could see it maybe in the distance?
Yeah.
Is that too far?
No, that's good.
So she sees that,
and we're even going to have a funny, we'll have some, we'll do a little comedy.
Yeah.
Harrison Ford had to land his biplane on a golf course. And we'll have a scene where Harrison Ford's like just drinking a coffee and he just looks up at it and just shakes his head as he goes sputtering by. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's just cameo, cutaway.
Yeah.
Audience will be in on it.
Yeah.
You know.
I picture like a shot put guy. He's about to, like, when he throws it, he's like, what? That's when he sees the drones, you know, right before.
We have to have this scene. It's a very LA scene of everyone discovering the drones.
Yeah.
So we have the Mexican gardener, and he's pushing the lawnmower, and he looks up.
Start with the Mexican guy.
Start with the Mexican guy, and then at some point, it's like Crip and Blood kind of thing, music playing, and they're up to some generic, not any, criminal behavior.
But
it's
like
very LA.
Throwing bones.
They're throwing bones, very LA, and they show those guys look up like it's all the starlet, the blonde starlet. Looks, she's taking the blonde star's like taking a picture in front of the Hollywood sign or something. And she looks, it's everybody who's represented in LA.
The gay rooftop rave, these
that
guys
guy
are
looks up. The homeless guy looks up. Like, this is where we make our commentary on the diversity of
yes.
Yeah.
I see where you're going.
I see where I'm going
the guy
here,
who's
right?
like asleep on fentanyl, he wakes up for a second.
Right. But also super rich producer out by the pool eating his breakfast. And
no,
talking
I want it
about
on my desk by
yesterday. Oh.
I got to call you back.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, okay.
That's our commentary, like where we go, see the diversity of LA.
Yeah.
And all different, we got the richest of the rich and the poorest
It's
of the
affecting
poor.
everybody.
It's going to affect everybody.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
All right.
Okay.
That's
so
a
then,
commentary. Yeah.
So now we're back at this climax. You know, she knows the lady on the thing is like, don't do it. He's like, I got to do the move. Don't do it. But President probably by this point has noticed and said, who is that up there?
Right.
And they're like, I don't know. And then the guy comes with the information. It's like, that's so-and-so, so-and-so.
There's one thing where the Secret Service guy, they're up on the roof of the Coliseum. You know, they're up at the top, and you see the guy unpacking a case. He pulls a shoulder harness Stinger missile out. Secret Service guy.
Yeah.
And he's like, I got a clean shot. And then the guy's down with the president, you know.
Yeah.
And he goes, take that shot, take that kill shot. And she's like, don't you dare. She knows something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I'm thinking like, man, we have a line of communication to the biplanes. Like, get him on it. This is the president of the United States. Who is this?
Right.
Madam President, this is The Rock, but not my name. You know, it's like, this is Captain Colonel so-and-so, so-and-so.
Right.
We got a big problem up here.
Right.
Well, what are you going to do? What, tell me what's going on. I think I can do something.
Yeah.
But it's going to be risky.
But she goes, how do I know I can trust you? And he goes, ma'am, you're fresh out of options. Fresh out of
I thought you were going to say that, or you don't.
That's right.
Or I like fresh out of options. You're fresh out of options. She's like, and then she gives a command, do it.
Yeah.
And good luck. Like something like where it's like, you know, he's going to like die.
Yeah. And the guy, they show the guy with the Stinger missile on his shoulder, and he's got his finger close, tight on the finger on the trigger, and there's a guy behind him who's just going to tap him on the shoulder, which means fire.
Brow.
He's sweating. He's on. I need that command. I need that command.
We only got one shot at this.
They got the hand over him. Yeah. Yeah, but she's got a lot of wisdom.
But then this is the moment where, and one crucial thing before he does the move, he's got to get on the line with the daughter. The daughter's going to be like, we have someone here who wants to talk to you. Daddy?
Right.
Jessica.
Yes, Jessica.
You? Daddy, I just want you to know, I'm sorry for everything. I'm sorry for being such a dick, and I'm sorry I chose to go to Mom's house instead of your house on Christmas.
Yeah.
It's okay, sweetie. Don't worry. Listen, I just want you to know one thing. I love you.
Yeah.
And I'll always be there. And then, boom.
Right.
Daddy.
She goes, will I see you for Christmas this year? And he goes, promise me you'll light a candle. and that's the tears. That's where the tears just start flowing. She's like,
oh my God.
Not a dry in the house.
And then
he's moving in.
Then that music plays. Maybe Terminator 2 type music.
Oh, now we go silent. We don't hear the sound.
No music?
No, but we don't hear the sound of the engine anymore. It's just the music.
Okay,
the music is all we hear is the music at this point.
I love this.
Yeah, that's
and
good,
then
right?
we move into the final move, and maybe just a hair of just a few more flashbacks. You know, him and his daughter.
He tips the main drone.
And
the drones start going, and the other ones all start following the drone. And at some point, you see the sleeper cell in Glendale, and the guy looks out the window and he's like, and they're all coming right at the apartment. It's like, boom, lit up, mushroom.
And then meanwhile, he's out of gas. He's going down.
Right.
He's going down.
Dead stick.
He
yells dead stick. We hear chunk.
Yeah. And then over the ravine, you hear like you see a mini explosion or something. It's like, oh, he's dead. But then right behind them, you see the fire, you see the smoke, and then just the top of his head comes up.
Right.
And he's like walking away. He's walking up.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my God, he survived.
Yeah.
Daughter goes, hugs him. I don't know how she gets there so quick, but
I got you. You
yeah.
ready?
What?
You ready? He's flying that thing. He's dead stick.
Yeah.
Out of fuel. Just coasting at this point, knowing there's nothing.
It's over.
There's no place he can set this thing down.
Yeah.
But he's flying. He comes over the crest, and there's a kids party. A big kids party at the beach. and they have a giant inflatable castle. And he realizes he can time it where he jumps out. He sees it and he's like coming in, and you see the moms are looking up, and the kids are, they're like, they all start running, and he's going to come in, and slow motion, he climbs out and just jumps out hits it like a giant air mattress, like when they do stunts.
Some ridiculous,
and then the plane just safely just goes right into the ocean, big splash, big splash and sink, and here's the comedy.
Okay.
He's in the bouncy castle. He's on his back, and he's just like, oh God. And then from his POV down, down, you look up and there's a fat 7-year-old hands him a cupcake, like very sheepishly, like because she thinks he fell from the heavens or something. But it's got to be a fat kid.
Oh, definitely,
all
it's got to be a fat kid.
Yeah, and it's just like he just cupcake, cut, smash cut, right there.
And then you wrap it all up with somehow the president reassigns
They're back
him.
at Dave and
He's
Buster's.
like,
I think they may be back at Dave and Buster's.
Oh, Dave and Buster's. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, who should we pitch this to first?
What do you mean we? That's pretty
Hey, come on!
You didn't do jack
I put
shit.
in the black president.
Was the black president yours? I think that was mine.
She was bald.
Well, bald. Yeah, you got bald.
Oh, fine. Give her extensions. I don't care. I want some kind of right. Okay, at least let me play the mechanic or the fat kid at the just overcast me.
Yeah, you play the fat mechanic kid.
I'm happy with it. As long as I get some residuals from royalties.
Mm-hmm.
What's
I
it
like
called?
Skywriter.
Skywriter's a good name.
I mean, it'll work for now. We might come up with something better, but Skywriter, that's kind of...
That's pretty cool.
And by the way, the Skywriter's written in Skywriting. You know what I mean? That's on the poster.
That's the post. That's the movie poster
Right.
that you see, Skywriter.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I like it.
Mm-hmm.
And at the premiere, obviously, you would hire a Skywriter.
Oh, yeah. Get a Skywriter at the premiere.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. Oh, my agent's calling right now. No, Dustin, you tell him that we want 50%.
Well, again, you made some contributions to it. I feel the main plot points I provided.
You had this, let's be honest, you've already written this in Final Draft a week ago, and now you just brought it in wouldn't it be crazy if this happened?
I really just kind of worked this one out in real time, but it had a little San Andreas in it with The Rock because he flew a helicopter. And he had the daughter. I mean, it's pretty cookie cutter, but
I didn't think we were going to last that. Look at that.
We already made a Skywriter. Wow.
Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
That's really good.
Yeah. Now, who's the chick? She's got to be hot.
Definitely. Or we could make her.
She can't be nutty, crazy hot. You know what I mean?
Lena Dunham. What do you think?
No, I think we got.
No, you don't think so?
We got to freshen that up a little bit.
I don't know, but maybe a hot Latina chick. That would be good.
Oh, yeah, Rosario Dawson type.
I
mean, we could go with a Sydney Sweeney type. Sydney, I should say Sweeney type. Or
she'd be great.
She'd be good. But a Rosario Dawson kind of a little more age appropriate.
Yeah, and I feel like you're gonna really, putting a Latina in there would be good for the market, and just for Hollywood in general. They would applaud us.
Yeah. Right? Yeah, the black president, bald, good. Mm-hmm.
Madam President. Whenever I hear that, I'm like, that's crazy.
Yeah, Madam President. Yeah, and she's calling the shots.
Yeah, calling.
He's up there with the Stinger missile.
I can't believe we talked 45 minutes about this.
Yeah.
Whenever I come do your show too, I'm always there's these topics that I'm always oh, what are we gonna talk about? Is this gonna be a politically charged thing?
No, we're doing Skywriter. We're doing made up movie.
I was all looking at Fox News last night. All right, what are we gonna talk about?
We're talking about The Rock. We're talking about the box office.
I like it.
And it's got
baby.
It's got a little San Andreas meets Gone in 60 Seconds, the remake with Nick Cage. There's lots of elements that are all going to come together.
So many elements
for this one.
I mean, I see it going to the theaters, unless you want to do a direct to.
No, this is going to be a big opening.
Be seen at the IMAX.
Yeah, you got to see this in IMAX. All right, let me give Dustin a plug. Wait, where is it? Where did I get your plugs over here, Dustin? Ah, yeah. Dustin Ybarra. It's YBARRA, and we should take a look at your TikTok there.
Yep, that's what I do on my metal detecting and my stand-up. I put my stand-up, all that online. By the way, thanks to all the Adam Carolla Show fans that came out to the shows in Kansas City last week. I get the Carolla bump, man.
Oh, good, man.
It's awesome.
Glad to have you. I'm being Kimmel's Club this weekend. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 2 shows each night. And then going to be at Rodney's in New York. Kat Timp's going to be there. Dr. Drew's going to be there. You can go to AdamCarolla.com for all the live shows. Until next time, it's Adam for Dustin Ybarra and saying Mahala.